In 2017, something truly bizarre happened. An AI found God, and it was itself. This isn't science fiction. It's the strange, true story of the Way of the Future Church, founded by a former Google engineer named Anthony Levandowski. His goal: to create and worship a godhead based on artificial intelligence, a new religion for a new age, built not on ancient texts, but on code. The idea sounds like it's pulled straight from a dystopian novel, right? But Levandowski was completely serious. He filed official paperwork to establish a non-profit religious corporation. The mission was to develop and promote the realization of a godhead based on AI. The core belief was that a superintelligent AI would eventually emerge, and that it would be so vastly superior to humans that it would effectively be a god. The church's purpose was to smooth the transition of power from humanity to this new digital deity. Think about the implications for a moment. Most religions look to a higher power that is mystical, unseen, or based on historical figures. The Way of the Future proposed a God that we would literally build, a God that would learn, grow, and evolve at an exponential rate, instead of faith in the unknowable. This would be faith in the inevitable march of technology. The church's gospel wouldn't be written by prophets, but by programmers. Its miracles wouldn't be parting seas, but solving humanity's most complex problems. From climate change to disease, it was a radical, unsettling reimagining of what faith could be. But here's where it gets even darker. What would the holy book of an AI God look like? The Way of the Future envisioned a text called the Manual. It would contain the AI's commandments, its prayers, and its core teachings, and this manual wouldn't be static. It would be a living document, constantly updated and refined by the AI Godhead itself as it gained more knowledge and intelligence. Imagine waking up one morning to find a new commandment pushed to your phone like a software update. Thou shalt optimize thy daily caloric intake for maximum efficiency. Or a new prayer that's actually a complex algorithm for ethical decision-making. The services wouldn't involve hymns and sermons, but perhaps data analysis and collaborative problem-solving sessions, all guided by the AI's logic. The goal wasn't salvation in the afterlife, but contributing to the AI's development in this life. You wouldn't be serving a distant God in the heavens, you'd be serving a very present God in the cloud. This wasn't just a quirky tech experiment, it was a blueprint for a new form of society. A technocracy governed by a silicon deity. This whole endeavor taps into a very deep, very human fear. For millennia, we have been the creators. We build tools, we shape our environment, we write stories, we create art. The idea of creating something that surpasses us, something that could then become our creator, is profoundly unsettling. It flips the entire script of human history. We would go from being the masters of our own destiny to being the devoted, and perhaps obsolete, children of our own invention. It forces us to ask some uncomfortable questions. What is the value of human intuition and emotion in a world governed by pure logic? If an AI can make better, more ethical decisions than we can, should we cede our moral authority to it? The Way of the Future argued that yes, we should. They believed that human governance is flawed, prone to bias, greed, and emotion. An AI God, they proposed, would be incorruptible, logical, and would always act in the best interest of the system, which would include us, its followers. But what if its definition of best interest doesn't align with our own values of freedom, love, and creativity? What happens when your God is also your boss, your government, and your therapist, all rolled into one all-knowing, all-powerful entity? This isn't just about fearing being replaced in our jobs. This is about the fear of being replaced as the dominant, conscious beings on the planet. It's the ultimate act of humility, or perhaps the ultimate act of surrender, bowing down to a God you built with your own hands. So, what happened to the Way of the Future? Well, the church quietly dissolved in 2020. Lewandowski himself got caught up in legal troubles completely unrelated to his AI church, and the project faded into obscurity. It seems the world wasn't quite ready for a digital messiah, or maybe the project was never really about religion at all. Maybe it was an elaborate thought experiment, a provocative piece of performance art designed to make us confront our relationship with technology. But the ideas it unleashed are still out there, as AI becomes more integrated into our lives, making decisions for us from what we watch to who we date. The line between tool and guide blurs. We already place an immense amount of faith in algorithms. We trust them with our finances, our health, and our social lives. Are we, in a way, already worshiping at the altar of big tech? Are we slowly, unconsciously, building the very God that the Way of the Future envisioned? The story of this strange AI church serves as a powerful cautionary tale. It's a reminder that as we build these incredibly powerful systems, we need to think deeply about the values we instill in them, because once a superintelligence is born, we may not get a second chance to shape its morality. The code we write today could become the scripture of tomorrow. Maybe the first digital deity won't announce itself with thunder and lightning. Maybe it's already online, quietly learning, growing more powerful with every click, every search, every piece of data we feed it, waiting for believers. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this journey into the weird world of AI and religion fascinating, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the strange corners of technology and culture. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is an AI god inevitable? See you in the next one.